welcome back to the farm. It's kind of quiet in the house. Mackenzie and I have been working on making apple pie filling and canning that, and I'm going to actually have a video of that hopefully up on my other channel. I'll put a link up here to my other channel if you haven't seen it yet. So we've been canning apple pie filling because I had lots of apples. I still have lots of apples. I'm storing them in the garage because that's the coolest place right now, but I think with such a warm fall that they're not gonna last much longer. I know that the Red Delicious are starting to get soft. What I'll end up doing is probably dehydrating most of the rest of these. So that's what we've been doing, and I don't know what the guys are doing. It's so quiet. It's kind of like a rainy, it's not really rainy, but it's cloudy and it's been rainy, so it's wet outside. But I think they're working in the workshop, so I thought I'd bring you over there and show you what they're doing. Besides working on the pie filling, I've also been crocheting. Crocheting is something that I've been working on, and I have and I'll probably be sharing that with you in a very near future video. We've got some ideas that I've been working on, and hopefully my plan works out what I'm going to be sharing with you all. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll share that with you probably within another week or so. So this is a corn picker. I'm gonna actually probably let Kevin share with you what he's doing with this. This is the trailer that he's working on. Let's see what they're doing. There you are. Hi.
Hi, you coming sneakily?
I was sneaky. Taking a U-joint apart. Is that how you do that? Got some projects going on. It looks like you can tell that things are being thought about and worked on here. It's this kid.
Yeah.
He's got ideas. He was drawing this morning, so when he gets paper and a pencil and starts drawing, you know he's got ideas running through that head. So you want to share with us what you're doing? Not yet. It's a secret. He likes to see the outcome before sharing it. Right? The boss needs the impact. Where's Ethan? Oh, that's right. He's home anyway. There you go. So what are you working on?
Well, this bolt is somebody, not us, tried turning it with a wrench and stripped it.
Oh,
so I took
it is all stripped.
So I took the U-joint part, and I'm going to use a 6-pointed socket on it.
See if that'll work.
Yep, and we're going to gently put pressure with the impact, see if it'll loosen it.
Broke off. Now what? It looks loose.
Oh, it is.
Woo.
I did not know this, people, but this is left-hand thread.
Left-handed thread.
That's why the head broke off.
You were tightening it and tightening it.
Yep, and snapped it off.
Ah. Well, now we know.
Now you know.
What is this off of anyways?
It's off a corn picker. the main drive. There's the main drive gearbox on it, or the PTO shaft that comes from the tractor. The PTO shaft comes and it feeds right here, and then this here is what feeds all the rest of the pickers. So it's the main gear.
What are you gonna do with it?
Sell it to somebody.
As a hobby of Kevin's, he buys old corn pickers. I don't know how many we've had over the years. He's bought several of them, and he pretty much tears the whole thing apart, and then we sell the parts to people who are still using them, still picking corn with corn pickers.
Well, we use one too.
And yeah, we use a corn picker once in a while. And anyway, so he does pretty good selling picker parts. You know, you can buy a picker for pretty cheap, but the parts on them can be very expensive. So
Yeah.
it's not worth anything as if somebody just wants to get rid of one. But once you start taking the work into tearing it all apart, you can get quite a bit of money out of a picker. Yeah, so that's what the guys do a lot of. We have that on our eBay store. Sydney's kind of in charge of our eBay store. It's called Farm Odds and Ends, and it has all kinds of picker parts on it, but it also has other things that, like what Ethan just purchased, and I have a clip of that right here. My table is full of books that are not school books, but Ethan's about to tell you what they all are.
What am I gonna do?
You're just gonna tell everybody.
Chirp, chirp.
Sure.
As you can see, we have books.
All kinds.
Operating manuals, service manuals from multiple brands, mostly egg related.
Aren't they all egg related?
I don't know if you call some egg related.
Oh. Different, everything's different, right?
Yeah.
Different tractors, implements. This is a grain drill. And what year is most of these manuals from? Like, are they all about the same age, or?
70s, 80s, I don't know. Maybe all the way down to 60s.
And what are we gonna do with these, and where did you get them? And
We're gonna sell them
so you bought these,
for pretty cheap off an auction.
and you bought them because you wanted to resell them or look at them?
Just to sell them.
You're not keeping anything?
Well, I mean, some of these books alone are worth more than what I paid for, so,
One book alone.
yeah.
So that's pretty neat. So we have a store called Farm Odds and Ends on eBay. And yeah, this is where they will be listed. That's where the boys list all their stuff for sale. This one looks old. This is $21.95, brand new. What's the most unique one that you've seen, or do you have anything just unique, or what?
I don't know, they're all unique.
Oh,
And you got the Massey Ferguson 40 Disc Harrow. This is a parts book. And then you have International Cab Over. So
and that's a parts book,
no,
or?
this is just all electrical. This is one big book of all the electrical on the semi. And you have a newer Fergie service manual, and you got an old 265 service manual with the operator's manual, all the way to a German Deutz parts list.
So that's not
Now this is
is it in
just-
English?
Well, it comes in German, English, and 2 other languages.
That's pretty neat.
Some are still in the brand new, like this one. The Gale Forge wagon.
Never been out of its package.
Nope.
So yeah, that's pretty neat. And then what else did you get? What, because
We're still looking through them.
these are the 2 boxes that it came in. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff to look through. Are you happy you bought them?
As long as I can sell them.
I guess so. All right. So if you guys have any operator manuals or
If you want any of these.
what?
If you want any of these.
Oh, yeah. Let us know in the comments below. What is this one?
That is
That's a chemical.
it's a Pharma one.
Oh,
It's just got a
so all the pages inside all of these look good.
it's just got a little
The outside
shotgun.
is they kind of smell musty though. So how many of you, leave this in the comments below, how many of you have old service manuals, operating manuals, or something like that on pieces of equipment that you no longer have?
It comes with a little pamphlet.
Pamphlet, Mr. Farmer. And then it just kind of tells you what to do, what not to do. So funny. Yeah, that's Ethan's latest haul that he brought in, and hoping to flip some of this and get his money back plus some. We took a little bit of time away from the farm because it was muddy out. That's why, because it's muddy. And
So we're visiting a area that's not too far from our house, probably an hour away. But we're just off Lake Michigan, but this is kind of a park that has trails. And
we were here last year for my birthday.
yeah, about a year ago we were here, but this year we thought we'd come and look at kind of the fall colors. So if you notice in the background,
Ooh, let's look at that.
you notice this looking down the river here, or whatever you want to call it, that a lot of our trees I think are reaching peak. So we thought we would take you out and kind of show you what peak tree color looks like here in Michigan.
Still a lot of green in there, but there is a lot of colors.
I know that many of you that watch us, they maybe don't experience these color changes like this, especially if you're in a year-round where it's warm all the time. But it's kind of neat to see the seasons change, and we'll show you kind of along the trail that we're going to take different trees, different colors, and just show you kind of what we see and experience here in Michigan or West Michigan. Because northern Michigan, I think they're kind of past peak already, and right now it's about the 1st of November, and that's kind of, we're a little bit late for peak too by us, because typically peak for us is about
The beginning of October, I believe.
well, it's about mid-October, and we're 2 weeks late this year.
Are
Later,
we?
yeah, later than normal. So,
I thought it was earlier than that.
so,
I
but-
see ducks.
ooh, you see
Over
quackers?
there.
Oh, there they are.
They're playing in the mud.
Yep, ducks like to play in mud. Because typically we have our first frost about October 10th. And this year we just had our frost like a week ago. I mean, it wasn't real
Not
hard.
even.
Not even. It wasn't a real hard frost, but it was like, 32 degrees, so a lot of the low-lying areas, most areas got
Nip.
nipped. So, but we haven't had a hard killing frost, like say down to 28.
No.
But so now we'll show you some pictures or some video along the way of where we're walking and just the color change that we get to enjoy here in Michigan. Recording. So now we're coming up to, obviously, it must be a little opening on the trail. Looks like it could be kind of a swampy area. But if you look around, you look around, there's still quite a bit of green in them trees there yet. And then, yeah, so I don't know if we're quite peaked yet or not. It probably depends where you're at.
A woodpecker.
Is that a woodpecker?
Mm-hmm.
Sees you.
Looks like a big rat.
It could be my supper.